Hi guys! Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to draw the main twisters as humans. If you haven't yet, go check out my other videos where I draw the toons as humans and enjoy the video. First off is Babette, one of the holiday main characters of Danny's World. Created to craft toys where everyone has left her envious. If not preoccupied, she will break into full sprint at the sound of picking up an item in hopes of catching whoever she finds greedy. Be mindful, her speeds are hard to escape. Let me say, Babette was one of the most annoying twisteds when she was available, cause tell me why if no one's distracting her and I don't know, I just pick up some gumballs out of instinct, she'll be carving at me at maximum speed. Thank gosh she has a 6-second cooldown, but if you're using slower characters like Brightney, you're cooked, man. Also, throughout the whole event, I only managed to get 4% of her research, while some people got both her and her mastery skin in 2 days. And look, I understand if it's a character like Gigi or Connie since they're not mains and it's easier for them to spawn, but Babette in 2 days? Throughout the whole event, she only popped up on the daily twisted board once. And I mean, yeah, she was guaranteed to spawn on floor 20, but yet again, floor 20 does take a while to get to. But anyways, moving on to her design, I feel like she's the most simplest design I've made, at least out of the twisteds. Her in-game model compared to the other twisteds, well, you know, it's something. She doesn't even seem bothered by the fact she's a twisted. She's kind of just like lost in her own thoughts or something, dude. Unless she's just plotting world domination quietly. I didn't really do much with her if I'm gonna be honest. And another thing I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I actually avoided drawing the twisteds as humans for a while now because like look at my art style. And I do want to make twisteds look somewhat intimidating, but with the art style I have, that's a little bit hard. I didn't really change much from her design other than give her a tail since all the other mates but her have some sort of tail thing going on. Also, if you were wondering what those things on her wrist were, I kind of attempted to draw bells since in her attack sound effect it sounded like bells, but as you can see it was kind of failed attempt, but you know, whatever. Anyways, here's her final twisted design next to her toon design. Secondly, we have Chelly. The blatant ignorance of her existence by everyone around her has enraged her. Her presence makes every toon extract slower, and she uses her form to her advantage in terms of speed. Even though in the game, she seems like diabolical or whatever the word is, but I feel so bad about her after seeing her twisted description. Imagine being ignored despite being a main. Me personally, as a twisted, I would have come after everyone that ignored me and, you know, like get my sweet revenge, but that's probably just me. I saw someone on TikTok say that the toons can apply the confused debuff because they don't recognize Chelly, and oh my gosh, whoever said that, I'm so coming after you. But you know, putting that aside, I really like how they designed Chelly's twisted model. Being a fossil herself and being obsessed with them and dinosaurs, it makes sense for her to look like one. For her design, I tried to keep it as close to her in-game model with a few extra features. I still wanted to represent the part where she has Ichor dropping from her shell, so with that I made the hat having Ichor dropping. Guys, I'm still to this day, I don't know how to pronounce Igor? Tyler the Creator? Anyways, for her tail, I looked into actual dinosaurs. And I'm not even gonna attempt trying to say the dinosaurs that like inspired me for her design, cause they're like super complicated and I cannot speak English. But anyways, since her lower half is completely covered in ichor, I still want to keep her skirt some sort of way, so I just kind of ripped it in half. And oh my gosh, I still kept her like waist skeleton she had, but I feel like if someone with a more realistic art style would draw her twisted human eyes, it will look really terrifying. Thinking about it, being a twisted seems super painful. I feel bad, but at the same time I don't, because when a twisted kills me, I genuinely start screaming and sobbing, and yeah. Anywho, here's her final twisted design next to her toon design. Thirdly is Sprout. This twisted makes up for his slower speed by summoning dead tendrils from the ground that strike at nearby toons. His twisted design, it's not bad, but it's something. Yeah, it looks like bro went inside a hot topic for the first time ever and never came back the same way he entered. I'm glad they ended up changing his design because his concept art didn't really look like a main twisted me, honestly. And so for his design, I kind of fumbled it, I'm gonna admit, but I think it's not the worst thing I've drawn, so plus point right there, guys. I kind of was going for a look that like there was vines growing around him, kind of like Shane's pulling him down, but not really at the same time. I don't know, I was kind of thinking of it as like poison ivy. I might have made him look a little too sad looking for being a twisted, but like, look at him. He has 80% of his body covered in ichor. So I would be a little bit sad if I were him. And looking back at it, the twisted colors are just desaturated compared to the actual tune. So I was thinking around the end of the video, I just have a rub all the twisteds in a desaturated filter or something. This definitely wasn't my best design, but it could have been worse if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But anyways, here's his twisted design compared to his tune design. Fourthly is Astro. Overwhelmed by guilt and despair, this twisted puts his grief on others. If you fail a skill check while on a machine and hide from him, he will straight up drink half of that machine. And honestly, I find it funny how he just like chugs down the whole thing if you fail it. That's kind of sad, but anyways, I feel like Astro is the least worst main twisted to go against, but if he's paired up with faster characters like Pebble with his debuff, then I take that back. His design isn't bad, it's plain, but there's nothing really wrong with that. With more recent characters like Babette, I've noticed Quill has put more effort in designing them, so yay. The thing is, designing his human design was kind of sad, honestly, because all he wears is a hat, robe, and like slippers. So you know what I did? I just ripped off pieces of his clothes and made his hat the size of him. Hashtags work smarter, not harder. Also, I just want to say that I think out of all of the other twisted main characters and all that, I think Astro has the like best sound effects, cause listen to this, man. It's like music to my ears, if anything. Something I hope for in the future is maybe a story mode for Danny's World, or at least more info on the twisteds, because they're always putting around like notes between the tune handlers, but that's pretty much about what we get with like the lore and stuff. Anyways, Astro was fun to quote-unquote design, and here's his twisted compared to his tune design. Fifthly is V. This twisted has eyes everywhere. Messing up machines will not be advised. She will also attempt to distract teens with worthless ads and pop-ups while she goes for the kill. Oh my gosh. V might be the most annoying twisted in the game with her stupid pop-ups, but you have to admit that's a good concept for her twisted ability, so I'm not complaining. I was debating if I should even make her a human, but then I remember Rillian Afton got spring locks, so I just took that as ISPO and boom. She reminds me of Mettaton from Undertale. I think that's how you say the name, but I haven't seen anyone else mention it. And oh my days, can we talk about her poster? I thought mine was bad since I'm quite literally usually just on my desk henching over like a Trent when I draw, but gosh, is she arching her back as if there's no tomorrow. Okay, putting that aside though, I want to talk about her concept twisted design. She would have just been chilling in the vents? I'm not sure exactly how that would have worked because I don't recall there being any vents in any of the maps, but that would have been a cool feature to have. She also has another scrap design where she isn't arching her back at 45 degrees, but hey, nothing wrong with that. Anyways, for her humanized twisted design, I didn't change much, but it's one of my favorite designs in this video. For all the designs in total, I honestly just ripped off pieces of their clothing and I don't know, made their hair like 5 times longer. I was actually debating on whether or not I should go more graphic with the coloring or just stick with the ichor. But for V, I wanted to make her look like she got spring lock, and obviously that's gonna, yeah. So I kind of just colored her legs with not exactly bright red blood, but maybe just some dried up blood here and there. Cause man, this is Danny's World and I'm not a big fan of drawing gore like that, okay? V's human tune design was like the 5th one I've ever drawn for my whole human design series, And mind you, that was like back in July last year where my art style was still kind of in the process. So it was kind of dookie. But hey, maybe one day I'll draw my earlier designs. Cause gosh, she looks chopped. Anyways, finishing her off, I like drawing her microphone and bow. And yeah, here she is next to her tune design. Sixthly is Pebble. This twisted will stop at nothing to defend his owner and protect his territory. Highly dangerous due to his unique speed and powerful eyesight. Oh my gosh. You guys do not understand my hatred towards his twisted counterpart. I understand that he's supposed to be fast and all, but why? I don't think I've ever screamed so much to any other twisted compared to dealing with Pebble. He's a complete round earner in my opinion, and unless you have a good distractor who knows how to distract him, your whole team is cooked. For his in-game design, I mean, it's okay. I feel like he had more potential with being scary, but yet again, this is a 9 and up rated game on Roblox, so the only scary thing about this game is having to grind during holiday events. I'm gonna be honest, he looks like that one photo with the apples connected with forks. For his human design, on the other hand though, I want to imitate the skeleton waist thingy Chelly had, although I'm not sure if that's that clear. I gave him a big looking collar with spikes all those big aggressive Pebbles have, and I don't know if anyone cares, but I'm absolutely terrified of Pebbles. I'm telling you, they're both aggressive and look like a science experiment. So like, get that thing away from me. I was originally gonna give him a muzzle since most people put those on like aggressive dogs or whatever, but like, come on. Do we really think Danny is gonna put that on Pebble? No, he's probably gonna like promote his like aggressive behavior if anything. I think my twisted design for Pebble is okay. It's like, it's not the best, but it's not bad. So it's somewhere in the middle. But anyways, here he is next to his tune design. Lastly is Dandy, and compared to the other twisteds, his description isn't really much. And it's kind of corny. I'm not even going to bother rating that. His design is, well, yeah, I think I've said that for almost every twisted in this video, but it's generally how I feel. But it's not bad though. I just find his whole bun structure funny. Also, he is a total giant compared to the other twisteds. Like, look at this. And I thought V was tall. For his scripted twisted designs, I'm kinda glad they stick to the one we have in game because the other ones didn't really seem close to being level. The drawings Quill has made of him on the other hand are so silly. Cause look at this. Dandy with Astro, Dandy with Pebble, and Twisted Pebble. Look at this. What harm can this little creature cause? Oh, and him riding a forklift for some reason. Okay, enough of that. Let me go over his design because, oh boy. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while now, and I'm talking like the beginning of when I started the series, you would know I gave him long hair. But guess what? A lot of people were getting him confused as a girl because, well, he had long hair. And what did I do? I chopped it off. I've actually had a few sketches in my notebook here and there with his new hairstyle, but I'm finally using it. And no, I'm not saying having long hair equals being a girl because a lot of the boy tunes I've gave a human design has long hair, so... But I don't know, I just felt like changing his hair for once. Maybe one day I'll give Daddy back his long, luscious hair, but for now he's staying like this. As for the rest of his design, well, when his whole body except his face is drenched in ichor, it's a bit hard designing his human design without it looking weird. So I just changed it up a little. I gave him a belt with tapes to represent the one circling his body, and it wasn't later that I saw that he had like tapes stabbed into him. So yeah, if I ever use these designs for future videos, like, I don't know, an animatic, I'm surely changing a few things, but other than that, I like it. Here he is next to his tune design. Hi guys, thank you for watching till all the way to the end. This video is currently 13 minutes long. I haven't posted like a long video like this in 2 months, which is actually insane for me. That's like actually like goodness gracious. Yet again, like every other video, I'm sorry for not like posting. I'm sorry that like my schedule is like terrible. My freaking school is like PMO. Like, I'm sorry, I actually have like a whole lot of work at school to the point I can't even fit in like making videos into my schedule. There's like, I don't know, 20 days left of school, and at this point I'm kind of just YOLOing it, cause like I want to start working on videos. Ooh, I got an egg. Oh yeah, also happy Easter. I have to be posting this on Easter, cause like that's when I'm finishing the video. But yeah, happy Easter if you celebrate it. That brings me to my other thing I want to talk about. With the new tunes coming out, like I'm gonna try my best to get like my human designs out on them early, like ASAP after this, cause I already have concept designs. I just haven't like, you know, finalized anything yet. But you know, stay tuned for that. What else? I don't know. I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna say. Oh, and here's the little row thing with the characters I was talking about earlier. Oh yeah, look at them. So majestic. Anyways, I don't really have anything else much to say other than thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.